John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the seventh with nobody out. Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Well, these Mariners finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Rob Refsnyder now at the plate, 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Refsnyder wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. The Mariners down by a pair here at the bottom of the seventh. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Refsnyder started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger moving under this one, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cooper Criswell.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. That one outside, and the count even 1-1. Foul ball there. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two on the way. Got him. And there's 1 down.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Bellinger, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Oh.
And now 2-1. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Just misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
2 down, base is empty.
Rice.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing, didn't go. Now 1 and 2. Lined into right. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher,
Austin
number
Wells
28.
stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Oh.
The 1-0. And another ball. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-1. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next, Anthony Volpe, 1 for 3. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Huh.
2 on, 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. The flip, and very nicely done for the out. Yanks strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the second baseman, Cole Young.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
No.
Activity in the bullpen. David Bednar, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. The 1-0. This one in the air right field. Can't make the grab, and it drops. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The batter, number 3.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. Good to lay off that pitch down.
And that one fouled off. The Yanks holding on to a 2-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, right field. Judge should have this one. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher,
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Backed off the plate that time. The tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Look out.
That hit him. Take it
That
back.
fastball drilled him.
Up next for the Mariners, the
First and
number
second,
12,
1 out. And now it's Josh Naylor. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Ball one there.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. And they grabbed the lead in the 8th. It's 3-2.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Fernando Cruz won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
So they turn things over to the righty, Camilo Doval.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One down. Now it's going to be Dominic Panzone. In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. He's a guy who does it all. Not even close there, and it's 1-0.
That's the ball.
Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Two down, nobody on.
Oh.
Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike. On the ground. And that one handled to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Through 8 full. Mariners on top 3-2. Last chance coming up here for the Yankees.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners,
back, and here
number
comes the closer,
75,
Andres Munoz.
Andres.
He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Inside, and that's ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a miss. Oh, that got him. And that'll put the tying run on base to start the inning. Substitution being made at first. On to run for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 1 for 4 with a double. Strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Out towards right center field. Brings it in.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99.
Here's Judge now. He's already homered in this game.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Quick move to first. Dominguez dives back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Here's a 1-1. Liner snagged at first. The tag, and that's the ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Can I tell you about the sun? Can I make you believe that in the summer when it burn it don't burn out the leaves? Look at me staying on keeping the healthiest sheen. That's how I function to be. Start this production with me. We can mark time with the band. Music composed with
Yeah, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? Magnificent.